Hello and welcome to The Real Film. We are here to provide you with a list of the best 10 witch movies in 2023 and 2022. Kindly remember to like, comment and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Now let's start the video. Number 10. The Witch. The Witch is a 2015 folk horror film directed by Robert Eggers in his feature directorial debut. It stars Anya Taylor along with Ralph Ineson, Kate Dickie, Harvey Scrimshaw, Ellie Granger, and Lucas Dawson. Set in 1630s New England, English settler William and his family, wife Catherine, teenage daughter Thomason, pubescent son Caleb, and young fraternal twins Mercy and Jonas, are banished from a Puritan settlement over a religious dispute. The film had its world premiere on January 27, 2015, at the 2015 Sundance Film Festival. On review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, the film has an approval rating of 90% based on 335 reviews, with an average score of 7.8. Number 9. Suspiria. Suspiria is a 2018 supernatural horror film directed by Luca Guadagnino with a screenplay by David Kontganek. It stars Dakota Johnson, Tilda Swinton, Mia Goth, Elena Faquina, and Chloe Grace Moretz. Jessica Harper, star of the original film, has a cameo appearance. Set in 1977, Susie Banyan leaves her Mennonite family in Ohio and arrives in West Berlin during the height of the German autumn to audition for the Marcos Dance Company. Her arrival coincides with the sudden disappearance of another dancer, Patricia Hingle, who vanished after revealing to her psychotherapist, Dr. Joseph Klemperer, that the school's matrons are a coven of witches. Suspiria held its world premiere at the 75th Venice International Film Festival on September 1, 2018. On review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, the film has an approval rating of 65% based on 330 reviews, with an average rating of 6.9. Number 8. Mary and the Witch's Flower. Mary and the Witch's Flower is a 2017 Japanese animated fantasy film directed by Hiromasa Yonebayashi. It stars the voices of Hana Sujisaki, Yuki Amami, and Fumiyoko Hinata. In the movie, Mary Smith moves into the northern English country estate of her great-aunt Charlotte. The bored, friendless girl tries to make herself useful through chores, but repeatedly messes up. A local boy named Peter teases her for her clumsiness and wild red hair. The film was released in Japan on July 8, 2017. On review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, 89% of 90 critics have given the film a positive review, with an average rating of 6.9. Number 7. Laplace's Wix. Ghost in the Graveyard. Ghost in the Graveyard is directed by Charlie Comparetto and was released on November 5, 2019. In the movie, a small town comes under the thumb of Martha, a ghost who returns to haunt the children who witnessed her death during a game of Ghost in the Graveyard as young children. The cast include Kelly Berglund, Jake Busey, Olivia Larson, Royce Johnson. Number 5. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil is a 2019 American fantasy film produced by Walt Disney Pictures. Directed by Joachim Running, it is a sequel to Maleficent, 2014, with Angelina Jolie returning to portray the title role. Elle Fanning, Sam Riley, Imelda Staunton, Juno Temple and Leslie Manville also returned to their previous roles, with Harris Dickinson replacing Brenton Thwaites from the first film and Chiwetel Ejiofor, Ed Skrein and Michelle Pfeiffer joining the cast as new characters. Set 5 years after Maleficent, the film sees the eponymous character face the neighboring kingdom's manipulated perception of herself as a villain, in addition to a subplot of the rise of an endangered, powerful fairy race known as the Dark Fae. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil was released in the United States on October 18, 2019. The review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes reported the film holds an approval rating of 39% based on 256 reviews, with an average rating of 5.1. Number 4. The Curse of Bridge Hollow. The Curse of Bridge Hollow is a 2022 American comedy horror film directed by Jeff Wadlow from a screenplay by Todd Berger and Robert Rugan. Starring Marlon Wayans, Priya Ferguson, Kelly Rowland, John Michael Higgins, Lauren Lapkus, Rob Riggle, and Nia Vardalos, the film was released by Netflix on October 14, 2022. In the movie, Stingy Jack brings Halloween decorations to life. A Brooklyn transplant and her dad must save their small New England town. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds an approval rating of 46% based on 26 reviews, with an average rating of 5/10. Number 3. The Witches. The Witches is a 2020 supernatural comedy film directed by Robert Zemeckis and written by Zemeckis, Kenya Barris, and Guillermo del Toro. The film stars Anne Hathaway, Octavia Spencer, and Stanley Tucci, and is narrated by Chris Rock. Set in 1968, young Charlie Hanson lives with his grandmother Agatha in Demopolis, Alabama after a car accident kills his parents in Chicago. Gradually, Charlie is cheered up by Agatha, who buys him a pet mouse whom he names Daisy. One day, Charlie buys a box of nails to train Daisy and to build a house for her as well. The film was digitally released in the United States on October 22, 2020, via HBO Max. Review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes reports that 49% of 183 critic reviews are positive for The Witches, with an average rating of 5.5.
I would call the exterminator.
Number 2. Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore is a 2022 fantasy film directed by David Yates from a screenplay by J.K. Rowling and Steve Kloves, based on a screenplay by Rowling. The film features an ensemble cast that includes Eddie Redmayne, Jude Law, Ezra Miller, Dan Fogler, Alison Sudol, Callum Turner, and Mads Mikkelsen. In the movie, Albus Dumbledore and Gellert Grindelwald briefly meet in a Muggle tea shop where they acknowledge their mutual feelings. Grindelwald vows to destroy the Muggle world, but Dumbledore denounces the plan as madness, saying he once supported it only because he was young and foolish. Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore premiered at the Royal Festival Hall in London on March 29, 2022. On review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, the film has an approval rating of 46% based on 234 reviews, with an average rating of 5.4.
Dumbledore, should I give you something, Jacob?
Number 1. The School for Good and Evil. The School for Good and Evil is a 2022 American fantasy film directed by Paul Feig. The film stars an ensemble cast led by Sophia Ann Caruso as Sophie and Sophia Wiley as Agatha, two best friends who are sent to the schools for good and evil. After their fortunes are seemingly reversed, their friendship is put to the test. In the movie, the school was founded by twin brothers Rian and Raphael for good and evil, created to groom fairy tale heroes, called Evers, and villains, called Nevers, respectively. Dissatisfied with evil's constant submission to good, Raphael attacks Rian using blood magic, forcing the latter to throw the former off a cliff, presumably killing him. The School for Good and Evil was released on October 19, 2022, by Netflix. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 38% of 67 critics' reviews are positive, with an average rating of 4.9. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video, and do subscribe to our channel.